Welcome to all you Leos. Welcome for your monthly horoscope for Leo for February 2015. And the theme that I've been mentioning to all the other signs as well is that the theme of this month is absolutely passion and spirit. And aren't you a sign that is full of spirit and passion? So it's going to be your cup of tea, in other words. And I think most Leos are really going to feel that the balance between desire and fulfillment and contentment and enjoyment is met. And let's have a look. Why am I saying this? Not because it's Valentine. I'm saying this because a whole bunch of asteroids and planets are joining together in the same sign of Pisces. And so let's have a look. What kind of planets and asteroids are we talking about? Actually, we are talking about the asteroid Eros, which is all about desire and intention and spirit and passion. So it could be love, but not necessarily. Eros is rather about spirit and raw passion, raw desire. And this is together now, conjoining with Psyche, which is the soul, which is where we want to devote ourselves, devotion. So it's pretty much like body, mind and soul coming together. So it's not just a passion, but it's also the soul being very, or having the feeling that we are really whole. Because as well, who joins the club? Chiron. Chiron is also joining the club and aspecting Eros and Psyche. Chiron is the wounded healer, so it's a very healing energy, loving energy, and an energy of unity, you could say. All of this is emphasized even more. So you see, it's a very busy placement for you, it's the 8th house. And I'll talk about that in a minute. First I'm going to explain what is there. It's also Venus and Mars that are in that spot, connecting with all these asteroids. And Venus and Mars in itself, when they are traveling together next to each other, it's already a pointer to passion. Because, and the last time that happened was around March, April of 2013, so it doesn't happen every month. And Mars is all about, again, desire, intention, your action that you do, your passion that you do, and your drive. And Venus is the contentment, it's the enjoying, so enjoying what you're doing and getting what you want. That's basically Mars conjunct Venus, traveling through the skies. And so for you, this is all in the 8th house. And it's the feminine and the masculine that come together. So there is a balance energy coming together in that 8th house. Now the 8th house for you Leos, the 8th house is a hidden house. And it's a house that is all about transformation, basically. It's about death and rebirth. It's about the phoenix that after the ego has died, there's the phoenix that rises again above. And it's so if you're not going through some kind of rebirth, I don't know what. And it can be a very... You know, it can be something very mundane that is happening to you, but that there is so much passion in towards what you want, that and also so much enjoyment that there's almost a healing effect going on there. So what could it be? It could be anything that has to do with 8th house. So it could have to do with people that you've lost in the past and that you that are, in other words, on the other side, and that you have a connection with, and it's very healing. Could be that. On the other hand, it could be also about money of other people. money of maybe your loved one, that you're very passionate to get maybe your money and money of your lover together into balance, and to make sure that the profits become at maximum. It can also be that there is an inheritance that comes your way. Could be the case as well. It can also mean that you are going to be very passionate about the value that you deserve and that you get and that you wish to get, but that you get it anyway, of other people. And that can mean that you feel appreciated at work, for instance, and that you now finally feel appreciated and that they are showing it to you. Or that you get a present of someone, and that it's something that you really, really like, and that you're very, very content and joyful about. What else? Or more on a psychological level, because the 8th house is a very psychological house. It can mean that you're very passionate about delving into the depths of your own psychology. And it gives you a kind of enjoyment even whilst doing that. So it could mean that you read something about psychology, or maybe the occult as well. So it's a time that there is possibility for connection to that, and that you get a lot out of it, and that it's going to have a very positive effect in the future as well. So it's a kind of a deep, intense, but passionate, but very lively month for you Leos, and maybe a bit behind the scenes, maybe not that much in the open, happening in the open, but that doesn't mean to say it is not good. So, and what else? Another thing that I want to mention is actually the same thing I mentioned last month, which was the square between Saturn and Neptune is again activated now around the 20th of the month up until the end of the month by the Sun, which is your ruler. Therefore, it's that important for you. So the Sun shifts into Pisces around the end of the month, around the 20th, and then it bumps into Saturn again and into Neptune. And that has a meaning for you. So also the Sun will be in Pisces then. So the Sun will be also in that 8th house there. And it connects then with your 5th house, which is the house of creativity, the house of romance, the house of sexuality, the house of children, the house of being yourself and showing who you are. So the Saturn-Neptune thing is basically reality versus reality check. So reality versus dreams, reality versus your ideals. And it's again a period of time that you feel that pull between longing, yes, and between having to be very realistic about it. So it goes very well with the other energy I just described. It basically means, you know, if you want something, you need to go for it. But not only that, you need to be realistic about what you're going for. Okay? So what a month that is. I wish you a very, very passionate month, you Leos. Subscribe or share if you want to, if you like this video. I hope the sound is a bit better now, because I did some changes here. I hope it's better. And wishing you a very, very nice and good and passionate and spiritual month. Bye-bye.